A handoff to the right side. It's Drake. And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3.
6-man.
Play fake. Murray. And that is incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
It's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
On 4th down, here's Andy Leon to kick it away. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And good hustle here as this is going to be blown dead right at the 9-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Block 80! Block 59! Here we go, team! Here I come!
Now Roethlisberger on 1st down. And that's going to be intercepted. The all-pro corner, Patrick Peterson. Well, when you start thinking of guys that are in the mix for Defensive Player of the Year, I think you use him as Exhibit A. Maybe he's not the leading guy right now, but he's at least on the periphery and deserves to be in the discussion.
And because of that, he's looking at a game today where in order to make that big move and maybe become the guy, he needs multiple takeaways, multiple big plays, things that get our attention and reverberate for weeks to come.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Murray now to throw. And it'll be intercepted. Joe Hayden, the veteran, with a pick. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves, maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
On 2nd down and 4, Roethlisberger going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. He's got a man, complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 36 yards on the play. Throwing now, Roethlisberger on 1st down. Flush to his right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Chandler Jones in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes, and just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Looking deep here for Ebron, and he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Eric Ebron hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Boswell good with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Well, that's a familiar connection right there. Christian Kirk was in the same class as Kyler Murray at Texas A&M. They played together as freshmen before Murray transferred. Kirk, though, he stayed in College Station, had nowhere to escape, and he goes down. T.J. Watt in there for the sack, and that is now 21 for him on the year. Wow, what a season. Well, that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, 3rd and long. Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Bud Dupree, it's his 20th sack of the season as he continues what could be a record-setting campaign. Here's the veteran punter Lee as he sends this one away. Let's take it inside his own 40. A 47-yard punt, maybe a couple on the return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. On the NFL scoreboard, an update from Foxborough. The Chiefs have opened up a 2-touchdown advantage. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. First carry of the game for Jalen Samuels. Corey Peters there to bring him down. Last play of the quarter. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. On 2nd down, Samuels. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler 1st down. Play fake to Connor. Now Roethlisberger. He's got his man on the crossing route. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A very solid gain of 27. They'll throw on 1st down with Roethlisberger. And a big loss here as he's taken down. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Here's Roethlisberger. Flushed out right. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the 1st down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Black 20. Check, 59. Here we go, D. All day, defense, all day, all day. Jack 16. Hey, echo. Black.
Now Ben on 3rd and long. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Robert Alford. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
They'll start the drive with Drake. And they'll get him down up past the 15, just shy of the 20. It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal first down. So a much rosier picture now after that last play. Here's 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line. They'll run with Drake. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
Not much happening there on 1st down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
At the 22-yard line. Hey, hold on. This is 15. Check back 15. I got you. I got you.
They'll run with a former Tar Heel, T.J. Logan. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are, figure out the things that they really want to accomplish, and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Fine.
Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. 2nd interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. It's a gain of 22 as we tick towards the 2-minute warning.
Jack 16. Hey, alert. 5.
On 1st down, it's Roethlisberger. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Robert Alford. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. This defense had 3 interceptions last week. They're on pace for more than that here. 2 in the first half.
Do not adjust your set. This is not instant replay. This is a defense that is locked in. They're essentially running the routes for the receivers and turning into the receivers themselves, aren't they? I mean, it is amazing what I'm seeing because the reactions of those guys back on the back 7, phenomenal.
Drake will start the drive on the ground. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
We get slap happy up here sometimes. Here's a quick hitch route and the throw complete. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Murray going to try to throw on 3rd down. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. He's got it at the 15. A big-time play there by the Cardinals. 61 yards. Well, last drive he threw the pick, but he's not shy. He's going downfield again there.
And you can't be, because if you back off after throwing an interception, your whole game plan just goes right out the window, and it makes things easier for a defense. And you and I both know there's a quarterback in this league that's any good that doesn't throw an interception occasionally, and they usually bounce back in a big way. I've seen guys throw 5 and still find a way to win the game in the end.
They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now a give right side. It's Logan. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. They follow up the first down 1 yard run with a minimal gain of 2. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
Open man is Kirk, complete. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Now the former Sun Devil, Zane Gonzalez, for the field goal try. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And the kick by Gonzalez is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D. This one taken just inside the 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that.
7-7.
Looking to throw on second down. Roethlisberger. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down. Johnson, the intended target. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And that'll make it third down. The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. So it would appear they will not be able to add to their lead on this opening drive of the second half.
Yeah, if another touchdown was scored there, now we're talking about a 2-score game, and they're probably on their way of creating an excellent gap between them and their pursuers. But how about the defense there, able to step up and keep themselves in this one?
Roethlisberger will stay out there, and they're going to go for it on 4th.
Oh, no.
Here we go on 4th down with Roethlisberger. Is incomplete. A surprising move to go for it predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off. Then the Cardinals will now take over with excellent field position. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A give running right, Drake. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Right back to Drake. 7 yards on the carry. Make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. T.J. Watt in there for sack number 22 on the year. And, folks, that's just a half sack shy now of Michael Strahan's record of 22.5 set in 2001. The Cardinals worst in the NFL, 6 of 16 on 4th down last year, but they'll try it here. Murray sets to throw on 4th. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Bud Dupree, and this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Now a handoff here to his running back. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. And a give this time to the tailback. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 13. Stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the 1st. They'll get 6 there on the run, but it brings up 4th down. They'll indeed go for it with Roethlisberger. Looking deep here for Ebron. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Robert Alford. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out.
Mike 50, Mike 50. Quick time.
After the turnover, here's Murray going deep for Hopkins. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Joe Hayden, the veteran, with a pick. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Connor going backwards here on the 1st down carry. Stopped up for a loss of a couple. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 22 yards there, a 1st down. Roethlisberger now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
Take both of them. Hey, check 24. Check 24. Alert 3. Alert 3. Alert 3. Kill. Hey, turn it up. Hey, check.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
Easy. Check.
Now a handoff looking right. And he'll get it across midfield and down into Cardinal territory. And he's able to get more than half of what they needed. That brings up a 3rd and 5.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead, give it to the backs, put a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. 3rd and medium, they opted to run instead of pass, and it worked. 1st down.
Oh, man, it's a 1st down.
3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Watch the twist. Alert. Hey, Delta.
On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. I think you'd have to say defensively, these guys are doing their job pretty well, right?
Yeah, we talked about them holding them under 20 points, right, on defense. And they've done that. They've held them. The problem is their own offense hasn't answered their challenge, which was to score more.
Yeah, exactly. I remember you saying magic number was right around 20, and the offense has been the issue. You're right. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 22-yard line. Play action. It's Roethlisberger. He'll buy some time. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Chandler Jones, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. This is Samuels. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. To throw here, Roethlisberger. Going deep to the end zone for Juju. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Oh, Patrick Peterson, the shutdown corner, was there on the coverage.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Hey, Charlie.
They'll try and throw for him with Roethlisberger. This is Johnson. He's got it. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Again, it'll be counter. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky.
On
3rd and goal, Roethlisberger. Got his man, it's caught for a Steelers touchdown. James Washington with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Oh, how about this? No good. Just his 2nd miss of the year, and our score will stay right where it is. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. A run there on first down gets 3 up to the 28. A gain of 3, second down. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. They stay on the ground with Drake. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back. Those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
To throw, it's Murray. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. How about the safety, Minka Fitzpatrick, swooping in for the sack? And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hadn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense?
In his defense. I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. Here's Andy Lee now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Here's Andy Lee now, standing right on his own 5-yard line. We'll call that a 49-yard punt with a return of just 2. And that will come the offense as they take over. Meanwhile, in Foxborough, there in the 4th quarter. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. Another victory perhaps in the cards. They're looking as good as anybody as the playoffs draw near. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Now it's Roethlisberger. And he rifles one incomplete. He was trying to get it to Michael Crabtree there. And it's 2nd down.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. He'll rifle this one deep right side. It's caught inside the 25. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Deontay Johnson. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Extra point now by Boswell. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
Cardinals take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once we were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. They'll keep it on the ground. Drake. It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave them with still about 8 or 9 to go on third down. And the trend continues here in the fourth like it was in the first, second, and third. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
On third down, Drake. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's fourth down.
2 yards. It's fourth down.
Let's go! And read. Hey, that's good.
So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And you've got to say, CD, it was the defense who had a big part in the W.
No, without question. When you force 4 turnovers, you get to enjoy the spoils of victory, don't you? It's rare that you force 4 turnovers and lose a ball game. That's almost unheard of. They carried this one home. You talk about celebrating with each other and being in a position where going forward, all you think about is, let's get 5 next time. They're going to be on the hunt.
So for Pittsburgh, the win moves them to 12-1 now on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Arizona, it's a loss that could have implications on the playoff race as they fall to 9-4. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Alexa, stop.
Outside game, but he had the skill level to go with it. He had the size, the strength,
and his versatility was very impressive.
Now to Rodney Rogers. Rogers takes it inside with the left hand and scores. Oh, dandy play by Rogers.
He's great. I love coming off the bench with Rodney because, I mean, he was strong enough to hold the 4, strong enough to hold the 5. But he's quick enough to go by a 4 or 5. So made my job easy. All I had to do was go get offensive rebound.
Rogers is going to have to drive. Goes both ways. Goes to Oliver Miller. He tips it in. Oliver Miller.
Rodney came in as a guy for a specific role. You know, body type, offensive scorer. He had good size to him, but a little undersized, if you know what I mean, for a power kind of a player. But had a big year for us, and of course got the award as Sixth Man of the Year.
You know, it's an honor to be able to win the Sixth Man Award in this league because you have so many guys from different teams that can, you know, win the award that does the same things for their teams. And, you know, I'm just glad that I won it.
We've been through it a million times, you know, and coming through there like we always do, we always, you know, try to kind of compete a little bit and stuff like that. When Rodney came around that corner, he hit that bump down there, and when he landed all the way up here.
You know, I done failed 1,000 times, man, you know, riding them dirt bikes and stuff. My buddies came up and asked me what's all right. I said, man, I done messed up. They were like, what you talking about? I said, man, I broke my neck because I couldn't move, and I just laid there, you know, so till the ambulance came.
The doctor came in and assessed him, and when they assessed him, he said that he broke C3, C4.
Yes, that's who Malik girl is, for real.
But is he
That's his wife,
he
married. He had a little girl, though.
Yeah, we got a lot of girl stuff, honestly.
Bro, we got too much girl stuff.
We got rid of some stuff, but we still do have a lot of stuff.
Antonio Mercy.
He said you look like E-Man Hudson.
Oh, no, bro.
Everybody say that. I only see it at certain times, but I don't think he looked like him 24/7.
Why you look like Pocahontas' little brother?
I think he looked better than Emmanuel Hudson.
Why you asking all the cousin? I got a cousin.
Don't do that. Oh, them 6 ain't yours. Oh, them
He trying to be your future. He say he want to see a kid. Oh, no, bro. Listen, hold on. Antonio, you can joke with me all day. For real, I joke all day, bro. I don't never take that personal. You funny as fuck, though. That shit you said was funny. DeMarcus, bro, you're not even allowed to call no. I call you probation officer. You call somebody ugly. You go to jail.
Here you go. Oh, you got 3. You still got a lot of kids.
That's 5 kids.
But listen, if you want to be future and have 6 kids, then you got to get that future money.
You got to get them a Sierra. Without Sierra, you can't do that without no Sierra, bro.
Them kids cost.
You need a Sierra, bro.
Antonio If you trying to crack, you trying to go there, make sure your jokes is on point.
Yeah, cause I get with you at now.
He ain't gonna stop. If he hit one thing, like how he jokes, he'll say a bunch of punchlines, and then if he hit one where it ain't that funny and nobody ain't laughing, he gonna keep going until he hit one that's gonna break you down. That's all I'm saying.
I keep fighting, bro. Like Diego Corrales, I keep jabbing.